Everybody, welcome and thank you for joining me tonight. My name is Rob and I am the admin for Build You Instagram for Leads and Sales. And it has been a while since I came on live because frankly I have been really sick. Like this last week I was just out of it completely. And the baby has done no less than keep us up at night, even though he is a blessing, he is also a lot of work. So finally, the other day, just kind of came to and decided to come back on and start re-engaging you guys and talk to you guys on this page again. So it is good to be back. It's good to be among the living again. And I thought I would come on here tonight and talk to you about two things. So, do you ever post on your Instagram and get no engagement whatsoever? Like you sit there and, all right, I got this story. I got this caption. I just worked so hard on it. I took this picture with this awesome camera and I filtered it, and I filtered the image, and then I got this caption that I worked so hard on. I wrote it out on my notepad so the paragraph spacing is right and the little periods in between the paragraphs. And I mean, I got this phenomenal freaking story right here and this phenomenal image, and it is going to blow Instagram. It's going to break the internet. And I'm going to post it on there. Everyone's going to love it. I am going to get so many sales. I'm going to get, oh my gosh, attraction marketing, whoa, right? And you post it and you get nothing. Right? Boo. I hate that, right? It happens to me all the time, so don't sweat it. It's just kind of part of running a social media business. So I'll just go ahead and put that out there right now. You put something great out there, it's not a reflection of how bad of a person you are. It really is not. In reality, it's just kind of the nature of social media. It's just kind of ebbs and flows. Some days you're just going to have the most momentum and people are just going to flood right in, and they're just going to, you're going to have 50 comments on a post that you just threw together in less than 3 minutes. And then the post that you'd spent 2 hours on, filtering and imaging, has nothing. And that's just kind of the way it is. So going into a social media business knowing that will be extremely helpful for you. Kind of have some thick skin, okay? Okay, great. So, moving on, I see we now have some people joining us. We got Jeffrey, hello, welcome. So, moving on, we're going to talk about how to increase the likelihood of getting those people engaged in your account, because nothing is guaranteed when it comes to social media business. You just got to do the best you can, keep putting your best foot forward, and then hopefully in time you'll build the momentum where people are glued onto your account. And it takes a while to build up that popularity. So don't think tomorrow, let's say you start your business today and then you just put something inspirational out tomorrow. Doubt anything is really going to happen. It takes time to build that audience. So be mindful of that going into this thing. Like I said, if you have expectations going into building an online business, realizing that it's going to take time and effort going into it in order to build that foundation and build that footprint, you'll be fine. So let's talk about two things you can do to increase your engagement on your Instagram. So number uno, is really easy. The easiest thing you could do is underneath your image, start your caption off with a question. And not just any question. Don't ask this. What I tend to see when a lot of people are posting on Instagram is they do these life guru type questions have you ever been alone with the universe? And it's kind of unrelatable. Instead, ask engaging questions right off the bat. Have you ever, or has this ever happened to you? Or comment below if what you're about to agree resonates with you. Just ask an engaging question, okay? So I think what a lot of times I see is people just put advice out there and then leave the audience hanging, They just, great advice, and don't let this ever happen to you. The end. And it's well, okay, thank you for that, but, how does that connect with me? Ask an engaging question. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I said, don't you hate it when people don't engage you when you put your post out there? Don't you hate that? And maybe it caused some of you who are going to watch this video afterwards to think like, yeah, I really hate that, Rob. I just really hate it when some people might even act out. So don't do that every post, but do it maybe once a day. If you post them 3 times a day, 3 or 4 times a day, which you should, in order to keep people engaged on your account throughout the day, because social media is is a short attention span thing. What you saw, I bet you might have read a post this morning on Instagram or Facebook, and you remember what you read. That's kind of what you're battling against when you're building an audience. That's why you get to post so often. And that also increases your engagement. There's a bonus tip right there. Post often. Post 3 to 4 times a day. It'll be great. And we can go into quality of posts later. That's a whole different live video. Okay. So ask engaging questions. Has this ever happened to you? Or like for instance, tell me. Or comment below if you agree with this or whatever. That way it gets them thinking about, well, I want to engage on this, especially if it's really good. And when you put your comment out there, or I'm sorry, your comment, but your caption, everything you post must be of value. So put your best, juiciest value out there. That way people really get sucked in and they're going to want to engage on it because it is so good. Don't hoard information. There's another bonus tip for you. Don't hoard information. It's bad for you. Bad for the soul. Anyway, another thing you could do in the caption is tag a friend. That's easy. Not you tag a friend, but ask them to tag a friend. Tag a friend who can really relate to this. Or tag a friend who, can relate, or not, I just said that, right? Tag a friend who needs to hear this, right? Or tag a friend if they need to, lose weight, or no, don't do that. That'd be rude. Oh, don't do that. But you see where I'm getting at, right? Just something as simple as, hey, tag a friend, and then in the comments they can go ahead and then put in the @ of their username or whatever, and they will see that in their notifications, and they will go to your post that their friend just tagged them in, and they'll say, oh, okay, this is what my friend wanted to see. Because referrals are money. If you can get somebody if you can not only bring somebody in, but have them refer somebody else to your stuff, that's money in the bank, brother. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. But you could do these things, but really gets people wanting to just jump in on your account and stay engaged is my second tip on how to create engagement on Instagram. And that's to hold a contest. So whenever you start a business, you need to invest in it, and that's just the end of it. You really do. And there's a high end and a low end in which you need to invest. You can invest thousands of dollars in trainings and stuff like that. But I think what also could help. Someone just saying my name. Anyway, so don't ignore my dog. Sorry. You can invest thousands of dollars of money into a business or whatever, but the best thing you can do to grow your Instagram engagement is really cheap, okay? So what you can do is go into Amazon, okay? Find a product that is cheap and offer that as a prize, okay? So what you can say is like, but one I ran on one of my Instagram accounts last week was really good. I said 25 comments. Okay, let's say in 25 comments. Sorry, I think someone's talking to me out there. My bad. Anyway, the 25th comment gets a prize. Okay, so you announce that in your stories. Say, comment on my last post. The 25th comment gets a prize. Okay. And then you ask an engaging question on your comments or in your captions, okay? And then also you could just say, hey, comment. You have like 24 hours to comment. I'm sorry, I'm kind of distracted. You have 24 hours to comment on my last post, and randomly pick within those 24 hours of all those comments, pick a winner, announce the winner via Instagram stories, and then send that person a prize via email that you can pretty much deliver any prize you can from Amazon nowadays. You can send them a gift, buy them something really cheap. Like for instance, my Food Prep Life, you could buy them containers for $7, and they love it. Those little food prep containers, you could buy them 15 containers for $7. or a professional development book. Some of those are just a dime a dozen. And on my Instagram page or whatever, or you might have seen like in my Facebook group here or wherever, especially in my boot camps, I give away a lot of prizes and stuff. So those are really cheap, really easy ways to get people engaged on your stuff. Okay, because it's worth it. That little investment's worth it. If you hold consistent contests, maybe once or twice a week, just keep a schedule. You know what I'm saying? Of, well, I'm going to hold a contest every Wednesday. You might want to do it on the slowest day. People are less engaged in your account. You can figure out when the engagement is highest using the business account analytics. That's another live video. That's another training. But, you can look at when your followers are engaged the least and get a contest going there. That way, that less time becomes more time. That way, you keep people staying on your account. Are you following me? Give me some love. Give me some likes. I like to see those little... Jeffrey, you're still hanging on, man. I appreciate you. And I hope that a lot of people see this video after. So, those are my 2 best tips to get people engaged in your accounts. I use them all the time, and I love it. It's also a lot of fun because I love contests. So, people like free stuff. It's just the way it is. But what I want to do is talk to you now about our boot camp coming up on the 11th of September. So, I had a 30-day boot camp that was supposed to start today, but I got really sick last week. And I decided, I just finished a 30-day boot camp, and some of the feedback I got from my students is that, I was going to roll them into what is called a 60-day academy that I had created. It was 25 modules of information that I created on how to just blow up your Instagram. Well, I kind of found that a lot of the information I was going to roll them into was a little redundant from what I just taught them in the boot camp. And I figured out that I could create bootcamp type contests and engagement and stuff from the information in the modules. So like I say, I could put out a couple modules at the beginning of the week, and then I can create activities for these folks to do throughout the week that compete for a prize at the end of the week, bootcamp style. And then also include pods and stuff like that. And pod is like a group of people that interact with each other to keep it higher on the algorithm. So I decided to take this 30-day thing that I usually do. I'm going to integrate my Instagram Academy modules into and create this 60-day experience bootcamp style. And I don't really have a great name for it. Right now I'm calling it the 60-day bootcamp. Maybe I can hold a contest and somebody can come up with a really great name. That'd be awesome. But it's coming up, and I'm not increasing the price from the original bootcamp. It's still going to be $69. And I got some people who signed up for both my Academy and my bootcamp. And I'm just going to go ahead and throw them all together. And it's just going to be one huge 60-day experience. It's going to be great because they are going to learn so much about how to build their Instagram. They're going to have me available to ask questions at any time. It's going to be a private Facebook group. It's going to be weekly prizes with the chance to win up to $500, plus the second prize of up to $100 should enough people join. I've already got I'm shooting for a goal of 22 people. I've already got them about halfway full, so if I get 22 people signed up for this thing that I'm doing, I'll give away $500 as a first prize. So, I sincerely hope that if you see this video, or if you pay attention to some of the traffic on my page, if you're interested, it's $69, 2 payments of $35. It's really not that bad. You get with me, we'll figure out payment and all that. It's super simple and it's so much fun. I cannot wait to get jumping in with the people that have already signed up. And some of you are thinking about it. Well, get on there. So it starts in a week. Registration deadline is the 10th of September because I need a day to add everybody and figure everything out. So 10th of September, you got lots of time. Private message me if you're interested. I want to get you in there. It's going to be so much fun. Anyway, so that is all I have for tonight for my Facebook Live presentation. Oh, we got Helene on now. Hello, Helene. Nice to see you. If you'd like to see this video, go back in and watch it. And I sincerely hope that you want to just join in on the next boot camp because we'll get a lot of this. Okay, a lot of interaction with you and me, learning how to just take your Instagram and just make it nuclear. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be awesome. So, Helene, she's actually a She actually went through my last boot camp, so it's nice to see you on here, Helene. And maybe I'll see you in the next one. Maybe, never know. Get a week to figure it out, right? 10th of September is registration deadline. So anyway, that is all I have for tonight. Thank you so much for listening, and I will see you soon. So have a great night. Happy Labor Day. Don't work too hard today. Bye.